So, you're running your stuff in a data center and you know you need to tap into the power of the cloud. But there's always that one big question. How do you actually connect the two worlds, safely and efficiently? Today, we're going to map out the different superhighways you can build to link your infrastructure directly to Google Cloud. And this is it, right? This is the fundamental challenge. Your data center's over here, the cloud is over there. You need a bridge. The question isn't if you're going to connect, but how. What does that bridge actually look like? Okay, so for most folks, this whole journey kicks off with the easiest, most accessible starting point there is, a virtual private network, or VPN. You can think of this as your very first on-ramp to the cloud highway. So what exactly is it? Well, at its heart, Google's Cloud VPN creates a secure, encrypted tunnel. This tunnel is kind of like your own private, protected lane that runs right over the top of the public internet, linking your data center directly to your Google Cloud network. Let's use an analogy to really nail this down. Imagine your VPN is like an armored car. First, you build the secure vehicle. That's the tunnel. Next, it drives on public roads, the internet. But here's the key. No matter what chaos is happening outside, your data is locked up tight, encrypted, and totally safe on the inside. So where does this fit in? A VPN is awesome for just getting your feet wet. It's perfect for development and testing, or maybe for applications that aren't sending a ton of data back and forth. It's a really flexible, super cost-effective first step. But you know what happens? Your business takes off. The traffic between your data center and the cloud starts getting really heavy. Suddenly, that one armored car on public roads just can't keep up anymore. You need something more. You need your own private highway. And that private highway, well, that's Cloud Interconnect. We're not talking about sharing the public internet anymore. This is about building a direct, private, physical connection from your world straight into Google's global network. It's way faster, incredibly reliable, and you get that predictable performance you just can't get on the open internet. Now, this private highway has a couple of different lanes you can choose from. First up, you've got Partner Interconnect. This is where you work with one of Google's partners to get you connected. It's really flexible, tons of bandwidth options, and it's usually way faster to get up and running. Then you have the Express Lane, Dedicated Interconnect. This is the big one. It's a direct fiber line right from your building to Google. We're talking massive bandwidth and the absolute best performance you can get. Okay, so you've built these incredible superhighways. That's awesome. But a road system with no traffic lights, no signs, it's just chaos, right? You need something to intelligently direct all that traffic. It's just like a real highway system. You need a smart traffic cop who knows every single route, understands all the traffic patterns, and, crucially, can reroute everyone in an instant if there's a problem up ahead. And that traffic cop, that's Cloud Router. So how does it work? Well, it uses this thing called BGP, Border Gateway Protocol, to constantly chat with your on-prem routers. It's always sharing info, figuring out the absolute best way for your data to travel. And the real magic? If one of your connections goes down, Cloud Router sees it immediately, and boom, it redirects all the traffic to a working path. You don't have to do a thing. It's the brains behind the whole hybrid operation. All right, so let's recap. We've got the armored car, our VPN. We've got the private superhighway, interconnect. And we have our smart traffic cop, Cloud Router. The question now is, as the architect, how do you decide which path is right for your organization? This matrix really lays it all out pretty clearly. On one end, you have Cloud VPN. Super low cost, easy to set up, but, its reliability is tied to the public internet. Then, as you move to Partner Interconnect, the cost goes up a bit. It's a little more complex, but your reliability skyrockets. And at the very top, you've got Dedicated Interconnect, the absolute pinnacle of reliability. But yeah, it's also the most complex and the biggest investment. It's all a trade-off, right? So what's the game plan? Honestly, for most people, it's pretty straightforward. You start with a VPN. It's the perfect on-ramp. Then, as your application grows, as your need for more bandwidth and rock-solid reliability goes up, that's when you make the move to interconnect. You don't build a super highway for a sleepy little town. You build it when you've got a booming city. And that really gets to the heart of it. Designing this connection, it's not just about handling the traffic you have today. It's about paving the roads for what you want to build tomorrow. So think ahead and build the bridge that can carry you into the future.